luxury, jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind the family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane the tears roll strong, Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go, leave behind the begging for the Luxy show. Archie flies where the dragons soar, to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost, but he's not alone. In old Shenzhen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Lai, they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York, what show? Archie flies where the dragons soar, to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home, he's chasing new Asian delight. Pack up your bags and off you go, leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar, to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground, comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust, has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go, leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar, to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam, grab all their cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go, he didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar, to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Comes on streams, he cries poor again. His mate Tan gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go, didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar, to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore.
Hello, 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 hello. We've got a special guest here today.
Hi, Archie. Hi, Ponce. How are you doing?
Thomas Burnett. It's I've done something special. I've got all my Breguets out for you as well. This is Thomas's hour to shine. Tell me what happened, Thomas. The watch, when did it arrive?
It arrived yesterday.
Now, as far as the money went, what did they say on the money? Did it just hang on, put it down, put that box down, put that down for a minute. I want to know what happened with the money. Did you need to put any more in? Did they agree to the price? What happened?
No, I ended up I received a very grateful offer from my friend, but I did the honourable thing and stuck to the business deal that I'd already agreed on. So I put £1,000 to it. So I still got it, but considering I bought the Kermit for £4,070, I got a Breguet for £5,170. So
yeah,
and it retails for £23,800. So I got a 5-year-old Breguet for £5 grand.
Now, just quickly,
so I'm not complaining.
The night in Patel Philippe, $5. Howdy, Tom. Nice to see you tonight, man. Congratulations.
Good to see you, Philippe. Good to see my friend.
Now, let me ask you this, Tom. Tom, I really wanted to talk to you about this. So, with them, they initially, when you went to them, offered them the swap. What did they offer you for the Kermit?
They originally offered me £8,450, And when I said no, I'm not taking that. I sent them photos, told them it was a 2010 last of the last V serial number, engraved rehor. I said I've got all the hang tags. I've got the bezel protector. It's mint condition, been worn about 20 times in 15 years. And I took photos, and I sent off to them, and I said, will you do a 1-for-1 swap? And they came back to me and they said, no, they'll do a 9,250. And the Breguet had come down from 11,500 to 10,350. So those are basically 1,100 to pay. Got another super chat, Arch?
Got another super chat, 3 cents. JD, 3 cents. The channel list counterfeit watch promoter.
Right.
Yeah, look, I think with the OC thing, you know, I'd prefer not to get involved with it. OC was okay. I've met OC a few times. He's never really been that interested in my channel or helping my live stream channel, but he's been friendly enough. You know, Thomas, he really said some hurtful things about my collection. He said the paddock is the old model, and, you know, I'll be honest with you, I'd rather have original old model than fake new model, wouldn't you, Thomas?
Well, I don't think that he would get fake watches, to be honest with you. I think I don't think he'd get fake watches. He's got the money.
No.
He's
he's okay, but I think with him, you know what? He never really helped me on my channel, so I kind of, you know, he just didn't really help me, and he's always says to me, he goes, oh, a real friend stands up when Narc goes off. And I said, I don't even stand up to Narc at times. Narc goes off on shit on me, but I'm in the business. It's an entertainment business. I got to keep the shit going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to be totally honest with you, you know, with OC and all that. Look, I don't hate the guy. I don't love the guy. But you know what? If I met him, I'd say, hey, how you going? It's okay. He's a typical New Yorker. He's very brash, you know. He can be a bit of a cunt in the sense that he knows the price of everything, but the value of nothing. Minor old model. Yeah, well, guess what, OC? I don't have the financial resources to pay retail.
Anyway, we've got another super chat from Mr. Showcase himself.
Here we go. Showcase watches. Good to see you, Thomas. We got to get that drink. Okay.
Definitely,
so, Thomas,
James. Good to see you,
so basically, the money came down. They increased your offer, and you've got the.
I bit the bullet, and I said to myself, "This isn't going to hang around for long. This watch. This isn't going to hang around for long. It's not going to be there for long. It's going to go at this price. So now I'm going to."
With this model, this is the 7147. This is the Breguet that you wanted for a long time. This is not
I've had mine in it for 5 years. I've been trying it on in ADs. I've been trying.
What makes it perfect to you? What features do you like? I think for starters, it's 40 mil. Some of the Breguets are small.
It's 40 mil. It's so legible. It's Grand 4 enamel dial. It's Breguet numerals. It's coin etching. It's got the Breguet.
Hey, we were supposed to get that as an unboxing. Thomas, put that back in the box there.
Okay.
That's okay. Don't worry. We'll get that up on the screen in a minute. Thomas, I've got to tell you, I'll just shrink that for the moment there. I got to tell you, Thomas, it really is an achievement. The important thing is it's a watch that you really love. And I've really become a Breguet fanatic.
They're my favorite brand. They're my favorite brand, to be honest with you. They have been ever since I set eyes on this watch. And their heritage, their history, their achievements, their I mean, people love Rolex because of the hype, because of their pill watchness, because of their, you know, their reliability, their robustness, their price retention. But when it comes to people who've the achievements of Abraham Louis Breguet,
okay, let's get this baby up. Bring that box on the screen here. Full screen. We're gonna get you big screen for Thomas Burnett. Big screen, big screen. Here we go. That's the box. Okay, let's open her up. So this is what you get. Show us what you get. So this is the Breguet. Yep.
So yeah, box inside you get this gorgeous tea.
Oh, now where's your books gone?
I didn't get any books.
Oh, I didn't have papers this one, did it?
No.
Okay.
No papers. So you get this amazing box. Now, so Rolex makes boxes like that? No.
No,
Look
that's
at it.
exactly it.
Breguet written on it. Breguet written on the front. Beautiful.
Yep.
Look at that. Gorgeous.
Ah, it's
absolutely gorgeous.
It is sensational. And that's real wood, I think, too. It's not fake wood.
Oh, yeah, it's teak or something, or some sort of exotic wood. And then inside we have
da-da,
the 7147 white gold 7147 BB white gold sub-seconds at 5 o'clock using the Frederick Piguet 71 movement, which has a small 3/4 sized rotor, which is 24 karat gold. The case is 18 karat gold. Got 24 karat gear shade rotor in the back, which so it's automatic, not hand wound. Frederick Piguet 71 movement,
and it uses the screws instead of spring bars.
Yeah, it's got these screws, which are screwed into the screws on the lugs, but there's also secondary screws in the back to hold those screws in. So extra secure. Comes on a lovely gaiter strap with Breguet written on it.
Amazing stuff. We've got a super chat from Patel Philippe, $5. Arch, do you feel a lesser Breguet man since you're not in the books? I couldn't care less. Could not care less. The amount of money I saved by buying pre-owned is worth, you know.
Pre-owned is the way to go with Breguet. You don't buy new, you buy pre-owned. You get your name in the book if you buy new, but pre-owned is the way to go for Breguet.
And we've got Pete Cars, $10. Congratulations, Thomas. Beautiful piece.
Thank you, Pete Cars, my friend. Great to see you in Geneva. Great to catch up. We went to the FB Jean restaurant, didn't we? Together with Pete Cars, the FB Jean restaurant.
Oh, yes. That was incredible. That was very, very incredible.
With Tan and Picars.
Yeah,
it's great. Marcus Mandel. Now we have two Breguet men. Exactly. Two.
Exactly it, man. I got to tell you, that's
Breguet's the way, isn't it, Mr. Pontiff?
Look, I'm going to show you, you brought out your Breguets. Let me show you some of my Breguets very quickly. I'll show you. I've got them out especially for this show today.
Oh, look at that box. Look at that box.
So this is the cube one. Interestingly enough, you know, TGV,
Yeah.
when he got his one, he got a cube box for a traditional.
Right.
I thought these boxes were for the buckle Breguet. So there we go. That's my Type 21.
Beautiful.
Ah, the smell of real wood.
It's gorgeous.
And you can tell it's real wood. Look how the corners are done. See the corners?
I know.
You know, this is real wood. And so that's my Type 21, which I think is the quintessential sports watch. My next Breguet, let me show you the next Breguet. Now, Thomas, I think it actually fits in this way. I think you might have your cushion around the wrong way.
Ah, right, okay.
Because you have the little flap at the next to the Breguet logo.
Okay.
So this one here, this here is the, look at that. That's the Traditional 7057.
Beautiful.
Look at that watch. I just adore it. Look inside the box there. Look at that. Just so discreetly done Breguet, not glarish in gold.
Yeah.
It's done so beautifully. And then, of course, my third Breguet, which you know, I had to sell some watches.
The rose gold version of what I've got. And
this here is the rose gold version of what you've got. And actually, out of the three Breguets, this is the thinnest.
Yeah, 6.5 mil. 6.5 mil. 40 mil diameter.
Just as a comparison, I also brought along the Patek to have a look.
Nice.
Now, the Patek, this is not real wood.
Really?
Okay. And you can tell because the corners, it doesn't have the corners like on the Breguets, right?
Really? So Patek keeping down on the boxes.
Oh no, that's exactly. So that's the World Time, which
beautiful.
That is a beautiful watch. There's no doubt about that. So that's kind of my four. And you know what? I'm Rolex less, Thomas.
Oh. How does that actually feel? How do you feel about that then, Archie?
You know what? I want to say this to you. When I see there's good Rolex owners like Mark Goldberg, right?
Yeah. Who are loyal to the brand,
but there's some real douchebags. Like really
I know.
Like plastic and Uzi. No disrespect to Uzi or plastic, but fuck, they're just classless guys. You know what I mean or not? Like,
well, it's just a Rolex is like watch people that are into watches know Rolex. It's like Louis Vuitton, it's like Hermes bags, it's like Porsche cars, it's like I don't know, it's like Rolls Royce, it's like, you know.
I'm putting my Breguet on here. Which is the Type 21. I love this watch. I got to be honest with you. You know, there's just so many douchebags wear Rolex. Like the way HR comes on, he thinks he's hot shit because
he's got bluesy. Because he's got a bluesy, yeah.
I mean, a bluesy is a great watch. I love the bluesy.
Absolutely. Blue show,
but it's not the be all and end all. You know what I mean? Life doesn't stop because you don't have a bluesy. It's just kind of tacky. I just find it really tacky how he does things. And I just feel, you know, you should encourage other people. And then plastic goes, oh, you haven't got a real, you got to get the solid gold dancer. You know what? Solid gold wanker. That's all I could say.
You were the original. You had the solid gold dancer years ago, didn't you, Archie?
Look, I loved it. They're a great watch, but there's so many douchebags. You know, if someone's a Breguet, they're an enthusiast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not buying this for resale or value, or you're not buying it to flip 6 months later and make a massive profit. You buy this because you love the brand.
Exactly. Exactly.
And, you know, I tell you, Thomas, I had to look, basically in my own business, things are a lot tougher than they were, okay? And I thought I could have kept my Rolexes, okay? But I would have had to get rid of the Patek or some of the Breguets. So I thought, you know what? What do I really want? I love the Breguets. I love the Patek. Those are the watches. And I think by getting rid of some of the steel, it also forces me to wear these things.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. You got to wear your watches. This is why I sold my Kermit. I didn't wear it. It was a Submariner. It's the most noticeable watch in the UK for thieves. It's the most recognizable watch for thieves in the UK, a Rolex Submariner. And the one with a green shiny bezel is even more noticeable for thieves. Now, people could think it's a Timex. They could think it's a Tissot distance. They could think it's just a white dial watch on the leather strap. And they wouldn't know what it was. To an enthusiast, it could spark up a great conversation, you know. To someone who's a watch enthusiast and they see, you know, we're talking watches and we can have a great conversation about different brands and Breguet and history and horology, and you know, it's an enthusiast brand.
Now, since you sold the Kermit, have they listed it for sale?
I'm not sure, but I've seen prices. They're going for about 12,000, 13,000 on a. So they've made a 25% markup on it.
So you sold it. This is through Watchfinder.
Watchfinder, yeah. It was only a rusty. It was actually the watch. It was only Rusty's watches advertisement. Yeah. So you need to change your Rusty's watches advertisement now, because I bought the watch. It was on that.
Oh no, that's okay. I think that makes it even cooler, Thomas. That makes it even cooler that you bought the watch. No, and the thing is, with these Breguets, they're not that readily available, are they, Breguets?
No, not at all.
And we got another super chat coming in fast and furious. We've got Red Shovel, £2. Congratulations on the Breguet again, Thomas.
Thank you, Red Shovel.
And we've got Patel Philippe, $5. Why did Bear's favorite watch hangout accuse you of attacking OC? Actually, I got to tell you something. I was offered a deal. JJ's people came to me and said, hey, we can fix it all up as long as there was two conditions. They wanted me to tell them goss about plastic, which, by the way, guys, I'm happy to give you that goss for free. And the other condition was I had to burn Bear. And I got to be honest with you, even though Bear may never come on the streams again, I really loved Bear. Bear did so much for me. I don't want to burn Bear. So I said, no deal, no deal, no deal. So there you go. Why did Bear's favorite watch hangout accuse? I got no idea. No idea. You know what, to OC, good luck, man. I don't care. I don't care. I think some of OC's comments to me were pretty nasty. And he said, oh, Archie's collection's got secondhand. Well, you know what, OC, I don't want to pay retail.
No, I didn't pay retail.
I don't want to pay retail.
Fair enough. Each collector to their own. I mean, people like hype watches and they want to pay full retail and or over retail.
I don't want to play the AD games, Thomas. I don't want to lick their asshole out.
Yeah, fair enough. You got another super chat after that. William Gordon.
William Godrian, €2. I am a real Rolex guy and is the only brand I love.
Good for you, William. Good for you. Enjoy them.
By the way, William, I did a phone call with William, some support. I'm going to do a collection review for William on my Paul Pluta channel. I'm going to get that done hopefully this week. Guess what?
What?
Oh, sorry, that was Will Money. Sorry, Will Money's the one who did the phone call. Sorry. He happens to own a Breguet himself. Will Money's got a Breguet.
Really? Will Money?
Look, you know what? If you're happy with Rolex, stick with it, man. Stay with what you love. If you love it, hey, who am I to say?
As Blue Show buddies say, buy what you love and love what you buy. Absolutely. You know, if you love Rolex, you buy Rolex and enjoy it. Wear in good health. And
we got Red Shovel, £2. I'm going to buy Thomas's old Kermit on Watch Finder.
You go for a Red Shovel. You go for it. I think it's probably listed for about 13,000 or something, probably. I'll give you that. I'll get in touch with you and I'll give you the serial number, and you can ask them for that serial number one. So I'll tell you. I'll get in touch with you. I'll give you the serial number. Wait.
And okay, let's keep going there. We have got, let's have a look here. We've also got, let's have a look here. Let's go and have a look. I'm just gonna call this up. I'm gonna call this up on the screen now. Let's go to Watch Finder, see if we can see the Kermit for sale. Let's jump on and have a look. Buy, or if we go to new arrivals. Let's have a look if it's turned up in new arrivals. Da, 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 da. It hasn't turned up yet, Thomas. What do you reckon?
No, it's not turned up in new arrivals. No, maybe it's not there yet. Or you can just type in 16610 LV. But they've got loads of them.
16610 LV.
Yeah.
Yours was 2000. Oh, this is a new one. This is fuck. Oh, that's okay. Got it. That's Aussie dollars.
2010.
No, that's Aussie dollars. Divide that by 2.
So
is that your one?
It could be, because mine's a 2010 one, so that could be mine. Box papers. That could well be mine.
Let's put we'll put it down to UK because that'll change the currency. £12,000. Yeah, that's probably is yours.
Yeah. Could well be, I think.
Is there any scratches or anything to identify it as yours?
No.
Nothing? So they gave you, what did they give you for it?
9,250.
I don't think they made terribly much on the Breguet, do you?
No, I think they didn't made hardly anything on the Breguet. They sold it to me for 10,350.
See, that's not a bad price for the Breguet.
Well, considering it's 23,800, brand new, I got it for 60% off, 65% off, nearly.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It is beautiful watch, really.
yeah. And I'm happy. I'm not looking back. I never wore this watch. I was, as I say, I was scared of wearing it because it was my first nice watch. It was my first nice watch I bought. That's the only thing. It was my first nice watch I bought. So it had a bit of
History
and nostalgia there, but it was my first nice watch I bought. But to think that basically I bought a beautiful dress watch for 5,000 for the price I bought it for. I bought it for £4,070 in 2010, and I've got this for £1,000 more.
Thomas, the thing about the Breguet is these are complete polar opposites, I think you would say. One's a high,
absolutely.
The other is a dress watch, like one's a sports watch, steel sports, the other is precious metal dress on leather. I mean, these could not be diabolically at the opposite ends.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I still love the Kermit, don't get me wrong. And I'm sure you loved your Kermit you had there, even though you didn't wear it much. I think you still loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was gorgeous. They're lovely watches. They really are. Beautiful watches. Nothing to complain about them. Just didn't wear it. I've got other Rolexes.
Have you, Thomas, let me ask you this. Have you had any buyer's remorse? Was there any buyer's remorse?
Not one bit. I haven't looked back, no. Not one bit. I'm overjoyed with this. As I say, I've been looking at one for 5 years. I was thinking about selling more than one watch. I was thinking about selling the Kermit and a couple of other watches to achieve £23,000. The best offer I'd had was in Geneva Airport when we left Watches and Wonders this year. They offered me 19,000 was their price, £19,000 for one of these.
I saw that at Geneva Airport.
Yeah. And I was thinking, how could I get £19,000 and then get a ticket to Switzerland and buy it? That was the cheapest price I'd been offered. And I was thinking, how can I get £19,000? I'll have to sell this, I'll have to sell that, I'll have to sell the Kermit, and put more money towards it. How can I get that money before prices increase again? And then get a ticket to Switzerland and then buy it in duty free and then come back and...
Now, Thomas, I want to talk to you. This is your moment to shine in the sun here today. This is your moment to shine. And I got to tell you, man, I'm very proud of you, because one thing is, I don't know how you find it, but there is a lot of animosity towards some of these Breguets. And, you know, I don't know how you find it, but it can be particularly difficult when people like HR, that's a shitter, that's a shitter. They can be very, very disappointing. And
he's got his own taste. He's got his own taste. He likes Rolex, and fair enough. Good on him. And you know, I don't want to put people who like Rolex down. I like Rolex.
Oh, I must admit, I like Rolex myself. And there is no...
But there's in this world of watches, there's more watches out there than just Rolex. You know, there's so many brands out there. There's hundreds. By the way,
I just want to bring something up on the screen. I was addicted to something, and I just want to show it to you, Thomas, because you're a man of class. You see this Goyard watch box, okay?
Right, okay.
Now, out of interest, it's £2,000, right?
Wow.
And it's a two-piece travel case, right? Two-piece travel case. And did you know these people here are actually selling it more than you could buy it from Goyard?
Really? So it's got a markup, so right?
In my country, that's I rang Goyard in Hong Kong, and they'd sell it to me for about 3,000 Aussie.
Really, half the price?
No.
Half
About
that
30%
price.
off. 30% off.
Right.
So there you go. Just thought I'd tell you that there. Now, Thomas,
You got super chat, Arch. You got super chat.
we got a super chat. $20 from Gecko9700. $20, gents. Thoughts on the Tudor M25707KN? Looking for a good beta watch. I got to tell you, I love my Tudors. I do love Tudors. You've got to buy it secondhand. I think you don't want to buy Tudor new. They seem to plummet a lot now. I don't know why. I didn't see. Now the problem is, are you going to get one of these? This is the FXD.
Yeah.
Lovely watch. I'd wait a bit and get it pre-owned.
That's the Alinghi racing one, isn't it? The sailing one.
Yeah.
The carbon.
I absolutely like it. I just think it's a bit expensive if you buy it at retail. And Tudor does not hold. Does not hold.
Yeah, Gecko 9700. It's a good.
Could I tell you something too, Thomas? You know the wood on paddock boxes, because it's fake wood, it's got the same pattern on every box.
Really? So all of them are the same.
Whereas on the Breguets, they're actually individual wood, like a Rolls Royce.
Unique, yeah. Unique.
I like this watch. Personally, I would probably go for the standard Pelagos.
I'd go for a standard Pelagos. I think the Pelagos is great. It's got the spring-loaded clasp. It's got the Pelagos is great. Yeah. If you want one on a NATO strap, just go for the standard.
Would you go for a blue or a black one?
Blue.
Yeah. Look at that. That's what I'd go for, the Pelagos. Now, I'd buy that pre-owned. Okay.
Yeah. But if you want one on an NATO strap, if it's in a hot country, you know, maybe in a hot country, the bracelets, maybe you want a rubber strap or a NATO type strap. The normal FXDs are brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. Worn by the armed forces, just brilliant. I think they're cracking watches. You don't have to go for the carbon Alinghi sailing one. That's a bit gimmicky with these tie-ins with, you know, sailing.
Now, Thomas, I want to ask you something, okay? Thomas, I want to ask you something. Being a Breguet man, let's go and have a look at a couple things. I wanted to ask you, what do you think of the Breguet new releases for this year? So these are the three. Let's have a look. These are the releases. So they've got the new Type 20, no date, manual wind. Okay.
The limited edition of 250.
That's only for the silver dial. The black dial is a current.
Yeah, the silver dials. The black dial's current full production, but I think the chronographs are going to be a test run to come out in steel without a date. I think they're going to come out in steel eventually without a date.
What do you think of this here? This is the
traditional. Gorgeous enamel dial on a tradition.
And then you've got the So Second.
The subscription is a unique piece. It harks back to the Breguet pocket watches of old. Gorgeous.
So out of those there, what would you take? Which one would you? Subscription, traditional, or Breguet Type 20? Which one of those?
If I had a large collection, I'd go for the subscription. If I had a large collection, because it's such a unique, specifically Breguet piece. It's like uniquely Breguet. You know, I think the single hand, it's like a Meister Singer, but
yes, but cooler.
On steroids.
Singer, but cool.
On steroids. If I didn't have a large collection, I'd go for the tradition in the middle.
Yeah,
that's got an enamel dial, and
Guilloche enamel.
Yeah, beautiful. And the open work. Is it flanque dial? Is it gear shaded and enameled over?
Yes.
That's Blanquet then. Beautiful. Yeah, that's like
fucking hard to do,
Patek
you know.
It's like Patek do. Yeah, and the open work movement is.
But
just
Patek don't do that
amazing.
on the entry level watches. You know what
No,
I mean?
they do it. They do it on the minute repeater. I've forgotten the reference number. The blue down minute repeater.
But that's a $500,000 watch.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a £400,000 watch. That one. That's
Now I wanted to ask you, Thomas. So okay, if you were adding one to my collection, which one would you add?
You've got a chronograph. You've got a tradition. I don't think you'd see the subscription.
Yeah, I think the subscription. If you were adding one to your collection, what would you take?
The tradition.
See, that would be perfect because you'd have the enamel dial. That's what I've got. I got an enamel and a tradition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have any urges to get a second Breguet, or you're happy just to have one? That's okay.
I can't afford a second one. I'm maxed out now. Going to take a bit of a holiday and enjoy what I've got. Enjoy what I've got.
That's probably a good idea. We got Patel Philippe, $2. Would you burn bear for an OC unboxing on your show? No, I love bear. You know what? I don't want to burn bear. We got Mike the Snake joining us. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Hey, Paul. I gotta be honest. When we're looking at these Breguets, there certainly are some shitters in the mist here.
Yeah, he's gone for the day. Got rid of him. He's just a cunt. He's just a cunt today. You know, I'm just not in the mood for him today. Thomas, I wanted to ask you something. With the Breguets you've got there, you got a Breguet catalogue, haven't you?
I think so. No, I'm not sure whether I have. No. I'll have to get one. I'll go and get one from my AD.
Yeah, exactly right. Thomas, I must say, Breguet's really come out this year for the 250th anniversary. The only thing I'm disappointed is they didn't have these watches in Geneva for us when we were there. Wouldn't it have been amazing to see these?
Yeah, it would have been nice, but I mean, they don't exhibit watches and wonders. So,
but don't you agree? These three watches they've released, the Type 20 manual wind, 2 register, no date. That's perfect. They've got the traditional with the guilloche and enamel with the blue, and they've got the subscription. Those three are so unique, so Breguet. I think the brand is getting back on track. What do you think?
I think it is getting back on track, but I think the Type 20 is what, $43,000? I think that's a bit too much, to be honest with you. I think it's a
what
bit.
Sorry, say that again.
It's $43,000.
Or what?
American dollars, the Type 20. And I think that is a bit on the pricey side, a bit ambitious by Breguet. Because
actually, it's not that much more than the standard Type 20 that was out.
Really?
Yeah, it's in Kui. Thomas, Breguet's not a cheap brand.
Yeah, I agree.
Breguet's not for discounters. Okay, Breguet, let me just show it to you. Bring the watches up. The Type 20. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so this one here, okay, that's 63,000. That's Aussie dollars. Okay, 64,000, right? The steel is 37. Okay,
that's a lot, isn't it?
And the new one, I tell you this now. This one here, that's 69. So 67, it's not much more. Thomas, I said Breguet needs to do 3 things. Number 1, they need to cut production. Number 2, they need to increase prices. And number 3, they need to put anyone who owns any Breguet into their archives. That's what Patek did, and it worked wonders for them.
Yeah, yeah. Get the name of the owner in their archives. So
Now, this is actually interesting. This has got a silver dial.
Yeah. Yeah, but I prefer the black dial with the applied gold numerals, to be honest.
The black dial's aluminum.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer the black. The black is actually, the black is slightly cheaper, Thomas. Look at this. So it's 60. So it's actually cheaper than the other Type 20 with the date.
It's got a big eye, hasn't it? It's the 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that one's slightly bigger, correct? Yes, yes, yes. It's beautiful, Thomas. I would love this watch. Look at the logo, the Breguet logo there. That's applied logo. Look at that, Thomas.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And it says AI. That's for AL, aluminum. Now, Thomas, the sword hands. I've got the sword hands. You know who's a huge? I got to tell you, there's some actually YouTube celebrities. You know Mark Hackman?
No.
He used to work for Crown and Caliber.
Oh, right, okay.
He comes on my show, the big guy, American guy.
Yeah, I know him. He comes on the show.
He's got the Breguet tattoo.
Yeah, I know him, yeah.
Now, Thomas, TGV has got a traditional like mine.
Yeah.
Andrew Morgan has a traditional 7027. That's the model before mine.
Oh, really? Right. Okay. Nice.
Theo, you know Christian from Theo and Harris?
Yeah.
I think he's got a 7057 because I had a look at it on his. He didn't mention the model number, but it doesn't seem to be the automatic one. I think it's the manual wind one. He's got one.
Right.
Breguet is the new. Now, let me tell you this. In the old school, we had Ben Clymer from Houdinki. He had a perpetual calendar Patek 3940. You also had, you know, the Rolex magazine, the big website with Jake Erwick. He's got all the Rolex articles.
Right.
He had a Patek 3940 perpetual, right? That's old school. The new school YouTube watch celebrity, they are Breguet men. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Are you prepared to get a Breguet tattoo, Thomas?
I haven't got any tattoos, but I quite like Mark's. The hands of 7147 on his arm. Yeah. Looks really cool, I think. Pretty cool, isn't it? I could do it in a drunken moment, yeah. Kind of thing that I could
because let's face it, Thomas, me and you, we're not getting better than Breguet, are we? I can't afford Jones. I can't afford Richard Mille. Patek doesn't really
I don't want to afford Richard Mille. I think they're garbage. I think they're absolute garbage. But that's another topic altogether.
Would you like independence? Are you an indie man?
Yeah, I like a lot of independents, but they're very expensive ones, you know.
Thomas, we got Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, do you feel true Breguet owners, as in the books, look down upon acquirers of trinkets as they perceive secondary owners like yourself? You know, the other YouTube celebrity is Erwin. You know, Erwin, Watch Chat.
Yeah, Watch Chat. Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Traditional seems to be where it's at. Actually, I bought the wrong watch, haven't I? I bought a classique, where traditional seems to be the ones to get.
Can I tell you my Breguet story?
Go on.
So my Breguet story is that I was in Hong Kong. I had just ordered a replacement strap for my Type 21, okay? Because I wanted to get a spare strap, okay? I haven't actually fitted it because this strap has still got a bit of use in it, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So then, so what I did was, Thomas, I got a replacement strap, and I was at the, you know, the event, the Watch World, you know, where Tim Mosso was. What was that event? They had it at Sotheby's, you know, the watch. What was that?
Oh, I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, another one you mean in New York.
No, it was in Hong Kong. It was in Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong, the one you went to.
Yeah, Dubai Watch Week, I think it was, and it was in Hong Kong. Don't ask me why the fuck.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I saw Tim Mosso. I was actually listening to Tim Mosso give a speech. My friend Dave, the super collector, texts me, and what he says is, "Hey Arch, I just picked up a Breguet, the 7." And I said, hey, I want it. I want it. Right? It was a traditional 7057, right? And what happened was, then I thought about it and said, what the fuck have I just done? Because that's a 10,000. It's a similar price to yours, okay?
Yeah.
£10,000 mark. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of £10,000 to come up with. Is a lot of fucking money, okay?
Yeah.
So after I slept on it for a day, I said, hey Dave, can I trade? Because he wanted my Type 21 back.
Right. Okay.
I said, would you take it back and I'll pay the difference? And I actually ended up buying the PAM at the same time. I bought the PAM.
Oh.
No, I don't mind the PAM. I
like PAMs.
I got nothing against that. And then what happened is, about a week or two later, he sent me a photo of him wearing that Breguet, the Type 21. And I don't know what it is. Whenever you sell a watch, someone else puts it on, they send you a photo. It looks so fucking cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said, Dave, I want it back. I want it back.
Yeah.
So I agreed to buy it back. I sent him a deposit, so he knows I'm fucking serious. Booked a ticket. And at the same time, LUXURIA had a rose gold 7147.
Right.
And I kind of said, on the off chance, I just texted him and said, hey, Cove, I noticed you got a 7147 rose gold. What would you take for it? He gave me a discount. He always gives me a discount. So I flew down to Sydney to pick up. Actually, I ended up getting this first. I thought, what a set. Traditional, classic and a fucking sport. You know what I mean? The three genres of Breguet.
Beautiful. You got a couple of super chats piling up, Arch.
Yes, we do. Let's have a look here. We got David N. $5. Arch, is it true Patek keeps new at retail owner's name on file? Actually, I think Patek keeps second-hand or new. It doesn't matter. But I don't think it really is that fantastic anymore, because Patek produces what, 70,000 watches a year. Do they really care? I think it's become too commercial. Yankee Doodle, $5. What are your thoughts on the Vacheron Patrimony Traditional 72172?
Pull it up.
82172 in rose gold. Pull it up. And we got Narc joining us. Hello, Narc. How are you?
And
Share screen, share screen, share screen.
Share screen. What are we sharing?
Get rid of the super chat. This has been a great stream. Get rid of super chats. You know what this reminds me of? Share screen. You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
Circle jerk.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Narc.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. We needed Narc to come on and tell us that. We love the Narc. Narc's always good for entertainment value. Let's have a look at this Vacheron. I got to tell you, Vacheron is a brand. Vacheron 82172. Let's call this up. You know, there's certain Vacherons. I love this model. Okay, for starters,
traditional. It's patrimony.
Yeah, it's a Patrimony Traditional. I love it because they got some that I'm not so keen on. This here has the staggered dial. I love the track markers there. It's just a fucking beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Vacheron.
Yes, nice. Railroad
I gotta
track.
tell you something, Thomas.
Sub-seconds.
Look at the back. Fucking beautiful. I gotta tell you, Thomas, beautiful buckle. I've got to tell you this in all honesty, okay? I was looking after the burglary, right? I'd done the Patek thing, right? I had 5 Pateks at one stage, 5 dress Pateks, okay?
Yeah.
The problem with Patek is you got so many douchebags. They want the Aquanaut or the Nautilus. And that's what I really don't like, okay? They're a good watch, but they're just douchebags that gone crazy on that stuff. The thing about Vacheron, that is a brand I could have easily gone down the rabbit hole with. And I must tell you, this watch here, what size is it? Let me just have a look at what size this watch is. It is 38. That's the only thing I don't like. I prefer 40, okay? I would prefer 40, okay? That's the only negative with this. I prefer 40, but it is an amazing watch. I could have easily gone into Vacheron, but see, I went Breguet. As I told that story, you know what? I desperately, well, after I got the World Time, I wanted to get an annual calendar, Thomas.
Right.
But nothing came up. Nothing came up. And with the Breguets, I kind of went into the Breguet by mistake. I actually wanted to buy an Explorer 139mm. But Dave, the super collector, pushed me into the Breguet Type 21 in gold.
Okay.
And then I fell in love with the Traditional and I wanted the enamel. So those 3 Breguets, I got to tell you, those 3, I think, really represent the brand.
Absolutely. Everything about the brand is 3 main watches.
Now, I could have easily become a Vash man. Okay? I reckon this Patrimony is fucking perfect. You know what other Vashes I would have gone for, Thomas?
1921?
No, too expensive, Thomas. I tell you what I would have gone for. I had the Vacheron Day Date, retrograde, right? My friend offered me that watch, okay? That's it there, Thomas. See that there?
I remember you was asking us whether you want to cash in some watches for one of these. Yeah, that's.
And the other watch that I would have had, that Patrimony, this date, and you know what else I would have got, Thomas? I would have got an overseas.
Gen 2 overseas?
Gen 2, yes. With the Gen 2 chronograph, okay?
Yeah, beautiful. With the,
Because
they
it's
got the big
date. You know, it's got the big date.
Big date at the top, yeah, big date. On the white down with the big date.
I don't really care what color, probably white. I actually like the white. I think it looks really good on the Gen 2s.
The white down Gen 2 with the big date looks gorgeous.
Look at this. Look at this
absolutely
here. Look at this.
Stunning.
Look at that. That's fucking gorgeous. Look
It's
at that.
amazing,
So
isn't it?
I
That's
could have
amazing.
gone. Now, what do you think? I went Vacheron. I could have those 3 Vashes. What do you think of that?
I like the Breguets. I think this Vacheron is amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. The fact that it's got the big date at 12 just is mind-blowing. I think it's just an amazing watch. It's a...
I mean, it's very Lange-esque, you know, Lange datograph, you know?
Yeah, but
Design.
I take this over a Daytona any day of the week.
Oh, fuck the Daytona. I would take my Type 21 over a Daytona. Fuck the Daytona.
Yeah, any day of the week.
I hate the way Marcelo goes on and on about the Le Mans. You know, there's nothing special about that watch, really.
Yeah.
Besides it being collectible, as far as horologically speaking, there's nothing that great about it.
Yeah, it's just a hype watch. It's just,
but I love Patek. You know, I got to tell you something. I could have easily gone down the Vacheron. You know what other brand I could have gone down the rabbit hole with?
let me think.
JLC.
JLC. Right, yeah.
Because I had the JLC chrono master compressor chronograph in gold, right? That was a chunky monkey, a lot of gold in that, right? All I'd need is a reverso. All I'd need is like a couple of other things, and I could have gone a JLC. Out of all of them, look, I'm happy with Breguet. I love Breguets. I got no problems with the Breguets. You know, I think they were probably the best brand when we went to Geneva. What brand did you enjoy the most visiting?
I liked Vacheron. Their stand blew me away. Their offerings for this year, for the 270th anniversary, those 4...
No, but I mean, when we visited the boutiques in Geneva, I think...
Oh, when we saw the boutiques...
Breguet.
Breguet was good. I didn't go to the Vacheron boutique with you. I remember going to IWC with you, and I saw the Eternal
AP,
calendar
did you
there.
go to AP?
I went to AP. They
were rude fuckers.
They were fuckers. They were rude as fuck. They were just up their asses. Up their own asses. Yeah.
We got a super chat. Dickens Cider, $5. Archie, please advice. Wife's birthday, no two-tone. Is it wrong to double dip and get a watch we can share? It's always a compromise, okay? Personally, I think for women, get a Chopard Happy Diamonds if you've got the budget. If you're going to go Cartier, get a... It's got to be 18 karat. Don't go steel. That's for... If you can't afford that, actually, I've got a watch here. Let me go and get it. I got a ladies' watch here. There's an Omega Constellation. I'm selling one. I'll go and get it. Dick Insider. I'd get it. I'm just going to get it now, okay? This is what I would get. These are about £600.
If you can get the JLC with the moon that flies over the top, that's beautiful, Dick Insider. Or the Van Cleef & Arpels with the couple that meet on the bridge. That's beautiful as well. But they're expensive. They're hundreds of thousands. So they're probably out of your reach. They're, I forgot what they're called, something Le Pont. the Van Cleef and Arpels. Saw those in Geneva and they were amazing. And the I've forgotten what the JLC with the flying moon across the dial is called. But
let me show you this. This is what I would get if you're on a limited. Like, don't this. I'm actually selling this watch, by the way, but it's salmon dial. Look at this. Salmon dial steel constellation. This is out of Japan. Box papers, everything. And big retail. Just a beautiful ladies' watch. Selling about 1,200 Aussie. What's that? £600. 800 US. Just fucking, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful watch. I don't think you should get a watch you can share. That's just it's a there always compromises. It never works well, okay? But I got to be totally honest with you, Thomas.
Go for it.
I really, really do love being in the Breguet brand. The Breguet brand, I think, is just such a great brand. That is where the new watch YouTubers are going. TGV, Andrew Morgan, Watch Chat, Archie Luxury, Thomas Burnett. We're all there. If Timepiece Gentleman wasn't in jail, he'd be spruiking Breguet now. You know that?
Yeah. You speak Jura Perigo and I'd be on to Breguet. Yeah.
We got another super chat here. Dirk Diggler, $5. Oh, good, Paul. Please stop begging me to come on your channel every day. We love you, Dirk.
We love you, Dirk. Dirky poo. Yeah.
And we got Patel Philippe, $2. All good. No more unboxings for you. That's the words out of OC's mouth. Thomas, let me ask you something. Now that you're a Breguet man, how do you feel about it? What's the story there? How do you feel?
I love it. I think it's great. I love it. Yeah, it's rounded out my collection. I feel. Yeah.
Did you send me a photo of your collection, Thomas?
I did. Yeah. What's up to you a photo of my collection? To do a live collection review.
Yep, let's do that there. Let's have a look. Now, I got to tell you, Thomas, you really have some nice pieces there. I even love the wolf box. The wolf box. Now, they're actually pretty good bang per buck. You know what I mean?
They're good bang per buck, yeah.
If you want something here we go, just pulling it up now on the screen. Thomas, I'm just going to go to the toilet. You just tell everybody what you got. Just tell everybody what you got there.
Okay, everyone. So, starting top left, we've got the new Breguet, the 7147. Then we've got a Panerai PAM 352 titanium luminor. Then we've got a Rolex Explorer 2. 42 mil. Then we've got a Z Blue Milgauss, Rolex Z Blue Milgauss. Then we've got a 36 mil palm dial date just on Jubilee with the white gold fluid bezel. Bottom row, we have a Mad One, just for fun, bit of a fun watch. Then we've got a Tudor P01. Now discontinued, but I bought that when Blue Sugar Butter passed as some memoriam watch for him. My good friend, that's not going anywhere. Little watch I bought for when he passed. Then we've got a Zenith A384 chronograph revival. Then we've got the watch that first got me into watches, really, when I was 17. It's a Seiko A3. Let me think again. Seiko 7A28-7120. It's a Gen 1. It was issued to the Army, Air Corps, and to the Air Force helicopter pilots in the UK. And I bought that off a friend who it's a quartz chronograph. It's Army issue, Forces issued. And a friend had that. He stole it off his dad while I was at college when I was 17. And I bought it off him for the price of a packet of cigarettes, £7. And they sell for about 1,000 now. And the last one is a 1950s Omega on a Beta Rights bracelet, which I inherited from my great uncle, who's also called Thomas Burnett. So we have Breguet, Panerai, Rolex, MB&F Mad 1 or Mad Editions Mad 1, Tudor, Zenith, Seiko, and Omega.
Now, I got to tell you, Thomas, this is a beautiful collection. By the way, extra brownie points for the Stingray strap on the Pam. I love your strap choice.
Yeah.
Look, I would have to say, okay, there's some garbage and there is some. Let's start.
This is not paid for, Archie. I want you to lay it on the line and give me the pontiff's verdict. I need the pontiff's
so let's
verdict.
start at the top. I reckon the top watch here is definitely the Bregster.
Yeah.
That's horologically speaking, it's just fucking it's just that watch is fucking beautiful. Let's have a look there. Look at that. Coin edging. Man, this, you know, in some ways, Thomas, out of the three Breguets, I think the 7147, if I was to sell the other two, this is so Breguet. It's automatic, ultra thin, Breguet hands, Breguet numerals, Breguet secret signature. You've seen the secret signature
between
on
the pinion and three. Yeah, between the pinion and three.
It's also got the sub-second is slightly to the side. You know what I mean?
It's recessed, yeah.
It's recessed. It's got so much. It doesn't use spring bars. It's got screws.
So much character to it. Yeah.
So that watch is the perfect pinnacle. What I love about your collection is all white metal, white gold and steel. You've got white metals, okay, which is very good.
So
the second piece I really do love would have to be your Explorer 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Explorer 2 Ford. That's the same model I had. It's fucking gorgeous. I'm a big fan of white dials.
Yeah.
And I think the Explorer 2 42 is just fucking. You know, when I see yours here, I feel sad I got rid of mine. I really do feel sad because it was such a great watch, okay, Thomas?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I got mine in April last year, and I've worn it non-stop. More than the Kermit. I have worn the Kermit. It's the only tool watch in the Rolex catalog. The only tool watch left. Everything else in the Rolex catalog is jewelry, shiny jewelry, as far as I'm concerned. It's all shiny, polished jewelry.
Then the next watch would have to be your Z Blue, and I had that. It was stolen in the burglary. That was actually one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite no date
watches.
You know, just simple, to the point. It is so fucking quintessential. It is amazing. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
is
they're beautiful.
so amazing. And I got to be totally honest with you. It's just fucking gorgeous. Then, of course, you got the Palm France 36 mil. Great to have some side variation. I love it on the Jubilee. I love the white gold bezel. Just beautifully done. Nice. Just to the point. The next watch after that, Thomas, would have to be the Zenith. The A384. 384. I love it. Very 70s. It's funky. Is that an original strap or that's one you put on it? What is that?
That's one I put on, but it's a racing strap. With
it suits it. It suits it. I even thought it may have been a. Do you have the bracelet for that?
No, I don't have the ladder bracelet. No, I've got the original strap, but I just put this racing strap on it.
Such a cool piece. Then what we got? Narc saying, "Hey Narc, what's going on? Share screen. Share screen. What do you want to share?
Share screen. Share screen. I love you and Thomas Burnett. You're so cute together. Share screen. Share screen. You this reminds me of this. You two with Breguet talk.
Thank you.
This. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Thank you,
Breguet talk.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what this reminds. Have a good day.
Then after that, after your Zenith, then I think the next piece would have to be the Pam.
The Pam.
And I love. I'm more of a radiator. I like the absence of the the crown
guard.
Bit,
Yeah, the crown guard.
But
the Pam is my most worn watch. I've had that since 2011. And I wore that for years, for over a decade. And it's titanium. It actually came on a titanium bracelet, and it's been scratched, and it's hard to polish titanium, so the scratches are there, and they're not going to go. It's a great beta watch. It's a great do anything, go anywhere watch sort of thing. Well, not go anywhere watch, but the fact that you can mix up the straps is great.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. Then the next piece after this, I would have to say, would be the vintage Omega. Just such a cool Seamaster. Just such a cool beads of rise. Just a nice watch there.
Yeah, love that bracelet.
Next piece would be the Mad. I'm not a big fan of the Mad.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's kind of cool. It's cool.
It's a bit of fun. Yeah.
Sorry. Let's back the truck up. After the Zenith, I meant to say the tuner. The tuner.
P01.
P01. I love it. That's a great watch, that there. After the Zenith, the Pam, then the Tudor, then I would say the Omega, vintage Omega, then the Mad, and then finally the Seiko.
So, do you think there's any garbage there, Archie?
Look, this is where it becomes painful.
And people in the chat, tell me if there's any garbage. Tell me what you like and what you don't like.
I think the Mad is too gimmicky.
Yeah.
You don't need it now that you're a Breguet man.
Yeah, okay.
It's like wearing Superman underwear. It's cheesy. You know what I mean? It's kind of cheesy. That's the only thing I would say there it's kind of cheesy. I would say, I'd probably say, okay, out of everything there, what would I do? Okay, so you got 8 watches. Okay, so firstly, let me say to you something, Thomas. You don't have to achieve all your goals immediately, okay?
No.
And for me, it's always good to have things that are just out of reach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With that said, I would probably say the mad one, I'd probably flick it if you can get your money back or a slight profit.
Okay.
The Seiko, I'd piss it off too.
Really? Okay.
That's the only 2 weak links there, okay? See, that Seiko, you might be able to sell it to a Seiko enthusiast and do pretty well.
Go supercharge, Archie.
Yeah, I got a couple. I would say seriously, I tell you what I would add, okay? Let me just tell you, okay? I'd like to see you get rid of the Mad one and the Seiko and get a Breguet Type 20 in steel.
Really?
Yeah, you know what, the pre second-hand one.
Yeah.
Early
Okay.
2000s,
Okay.
like I had before.
Okay.
They're great bang per buck. And I'd also like to see you add an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon.
No way. Not going near one. That's why I bought the A384. I don't get the Speedmaster thing. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
How about a
fixed.
Speedmaster Mark II?
I like the Mark II, but the whole Speedmaster thing, I just don't.
Because you got a 70 Zenith, a Mark II it's using the coaxial automatic movement now.
I just don't get the whole man on the moon thing, to be honest with you. I don't relate to it. I'd rather go for the Type 20, to be honest with you.
Okay, go for Type 20. Let me catch up on these super chats. Deported Sicilian Gamer, $2. Haven't watched a bit. Suckerhorn's still around. Yeah, he's alive. He's Suckerhorn Scenario. He runs his own stuff. I'll have to get him. Starchy, $2. Address the OC situation. There's not much to say. I mean, I'm not involved in this sort of stuff. All I know is that his channel was taken down. It's nothing to do with me. I wasn't involved in this stuff. I didn't do it. I don't dislike OC. I feel neutral to OC. I don't like him. I don't hate him. He's okay. He is okay. Apparently, his channel got taken down because I never seen him to have any fakes, to be honest with you. As much as I don't, the guy is so egotistical, very egotistical. But I've asked him to come on and help me on my show. He's just very self-centered. So, yeah, that's all I can say there. CB, $10. I salute the 2 best Breguet men of the all-Western hemisphere. Thank you.
Thanks, CB.
CB. He's a great guy, CB. I'm trying to get him to get into Breguet. You know, that he's, he comes out and says to me he's getting a minute repeater. Wow. And I said, fuck that. Breguet does a complete music box. It plays Bach.
Wow.
You know,
I love his Constantin shaking that he's got on his avatar.
Yes. Yes, yes, that's very, very cool. Thomas, I would say to you, get a Breguet Type 20. Get rid of the Mad. That's too gimmicky, okay?
Do you think, I thought it's good to have a little fun watch in the collection, but if you think I'm above that now, I'm a Breguet man.
Yeah, I just, you asked for my opinion.
Yeah, I'm
Even the
asking for your
Seiko.
opinion.
I'd even keep the Seiko because you said you bought it from a friend at college. What were you studying at college?
That was just doing my O-levels, doing my GCSEs.
Got you.
Mm.
Got you. Thomas, I hope you keep these in the bank safe.
Yeah, the Rolex I do.
This is a lifetime collection, really, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my lifetime's watch collection.
So what year did you get them? Let's just go through each of these. What year did you get them? So the Breguet you got just recently, the PAM 2011.
Breguet I got this year, yes, 2 days ago. The PAM 2011, the Explorer 2 last year, 2024. The date just I got the Explorer 2 I got in April 2024. The date just I got in January 2024. The Milgauss I got in 2018. The Mad one I got. The Tudor I got when Blue Shirt passed, which was 3 years ago. So that'd be 2021, 2022. The Seiko I got 35 years ago. Nearly 34 years ago.
Has he asked for it back?
No. The
Are you still friends with him?
No, I haven't seen him since college. No. The Omega I inherited in 2020. The Seiko, the Zenith I got about 3 years ago, and the Mad one I got probably about 2 years ago. So yeah, the Kermit I got in 2010, which has now been replaced by the Breguet. So
what watches the Breguet is the one that you really wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel it's rounded out the collection. I feel I've got a dress watch now, I've got a chronograph, I've got a GMT in the, well, it's a day and night 24-hour indicator on the Explorer 2, but I can use it as GMT. I've got a chronograph, I've got dressy watches there, I've got no date watches, I've got date watches, I've got a fun watch, I've got, and there's other ones I've got as well as these, but this is my sort of main core collection. There's other cheaper watches I've got as well as these, but this is the main core collection.
I gotta tell you, we got another super chat. Dirk Diggler, $2. Arts, didn't you call OC a useless cunt? Yeah, I did. Because he doesn't come on my stream and help me. He just self-centered, self-opinionated, just a fucking pain in the ass. Deported Sicilian gamer, $5. Arch, I'm a US soldier and I bought a Explorer 1. 2016, 39 mil on your advice. I've worn it 5 combat tours, 15 countries, several near-death events. Holy fuck.
Wow.
5 combat tours. Holy fuck.
Respect. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for keeping the world free. Keeping the world free, you know. it's I don't know what to say really. It's that's incredible. My God. Thomas, I got to tell you, the Breguet itself, most people don't really know Breguet, do they? Like if you say like a normal lay person, would they know Breguet?
No, not many people. Not that many people. No, only watch people.
There it is on the screen. Explorer 1. See, I'd never sell that. Would you sell that? That's just an incredible tale of a watch, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we wear our watches to make these memories and get these stories behind them. I mean, this is what watches are all about for people like yourself and me. Get these stories, make these memories, and remember them when we wear our watches. And to have a story like that with the Explorer 1, that you've been on several tours of duty, you've had near-death experiences, you've worn it to different countries, you've worn it on your job where you've served your country, and you know what a tale that watch can sell. It's like Dirty Dozen watches, you know, the old World War II watches. I'm into military watches in general. I mean, like that Seiko chronograph is a military watch. I've got other military watches from the 50s, from World War II, and the tales that those watches could tell if I knew who owned them. Just amazing. Just amazing. Military watches are a fascinating genre in themselves. That's what got me into watches, military watches. Yeah, fascinating genre.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. It's incredible. Definitely. It's something. Look, I just think myself, Thomas, you've really hit it on the head there. You've got all your bases covered. What more do you want? What more do you want to make you happy in life?
I don't know, really. I don't know. I can't think at the moment. I'd like to venture into more independence if I could get the money. But that's another chapter in the journey, I guess. Another page to be turned.
Indies. Do you like indies, Thomas?
Yeah, I like some independence. Yeah, I mean, there's one watch by Stefan Kadoki, the Kadoki K3, which I like.
They're a bit funky. His stuff is a bit out there, Thomas.
Yeah, it's
Let me just get that up on the screen. Let's go and have a look at that together now. Stefan Kadoki. There we go. Independent watchmaking, Germany. Oh, fuck, it's in German. Fuck me dead.
So that one on the left, the K3.
Yeah, that's the one?
Yeah, that one on the left, the K3.
See, I like the plain Kadoki one. I've always liked that. Just very simple. You know what I mean?
So that's the one. That's the one you just passed it.
Yeah.
No, there. Yeah, that one.
Which one did you want? You wanted the...
No, go back up, go back up, stop, go back down, slowly. Next one there. Down, there, no. Up. That one.
Oh, you want that? How much they sell for?
About £10,000. But they engrave the movement on the back. They do engraving on the back. So it's a regulator, but it's got 3 hands which point to the different tracks with the hours on. So one track points to the first 4 hours, the next hand points to the second 4 hours on a track, and the third hand, the longer one, points to the next 4 hours on the third track. So
I see.
Just another funky design I like.
Yep.
It's taken from an old pocket watch, English pocket watch design. Yeah, liked.
Exactly. It's beautiful. How much are they about? Sorry, you mentioned the price.
£10,000.
We got a super chat from Reed Alley at $3. Should I buy an IWC Pilot today?
Is it a Pilot chronograph, or is it the big Pilot? Big Pilot.
Sorry, the IWC Pilot watch. That's the Petite Prince I've got. The Pilot watch. You know the one. I'm gonna get it. He actually has contacted me. He's buying it.
Really?
I'm going to get it. Okay, just hang on there, Thomas.
Nice. Yeah, so this is a time-only IWC Pilot watch. Oh, Archie. Yeah, do read. If you like it and you've seen it, you like it, you got the money. There's nothing like a new watch, is there?
Yeah, Thomas, this was the watch. I made the video. I complained about the box. Remember the box that was falling to bits?
Yeah.
So this is actually the watch itself. It is absolutely, it's an absolutely beautiful watch. I love these 40 mil, just you must admit the color combination, tan and dark sort of blue.
Beautiful.
It's just such a quintessential watch. It's in great condition. Beautiful. Just such a, this is just, it's a sort of a field watch. IWC makes beautiful stuff. And this, of course, full set, box, outer box. This is the box, IWC. And this is that's the carry case they use for it. Because I had that replaced. They replaced it. And this is everything here. It's got the card, warranty, full set. It's got these are the instructions, the books with it, the paper, the books.
Brilliant. So it's for box papers and everything, Reed.
Full set. Look, I bought this to make some videos and that, and I didn't make anything much on this. I got to be totally honest with you, but that's not the point. It's got this beautiful. I had this replaced because remember the original one was peeling. I complained to IWC and they sent me this. And it is just such a beautiful. I'm going to be dropping it off. He sent me the money. It hasn't quite got into my bank account yet, but I think it will probably go over this afternoon. But it's just an absolute. IWC makes good shit, you know.
They do make some great watches. Yeah.
The retail price on IWC, you have to buy this shit pre-owned. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because it's just crazy. The pricing on all of this stuff here is just crazy, you know? And that's what it comes down to. You want to have, you buy something like this secondhand, you always get your money back. You know, you're not going to lose your ass. You're not going to be handed your ass on a plate. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing with this. I think they make some fantastic. They make some beautiful, just beautiful, beautiful watches. IWC. I just set it now. Set the date. Just fucking. The only reason I'm selling it is I went a bit crazy and I just wanted to reduce some expenditure, Thomas. You know what I mean? I mean, look.
Absolutely, you got to sell some. I've sold some plenty of watches to pay off my Explorer 2 to put towards this Breguet.
And I tell you, after I came back from Geneva, fuck, was that expensive?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I mean, it didn't feel, when we were there, it just felt so fun. But when you came back and finally got the credit card bill in, you think, fuck, did I really spend this much? So look at that. It's just absolutely beautiful. Absolute beautiful. Just a sexy, gorgeous Pilot watch. Just, it's superb. Absolutely. I just think IWC does good stuff. You know, it's just beautifully done. And I got to tell you, look, sometimes it's sad you got to sell things, but hey, you know what? That's okay.
It's always good to consolidate, I think. You know, if you're not wearing the stuff, get rid. If you haven't worn it, get rid.
Pickle, £2. Who bought it, AC3? The guy who just super chatted above bought it. And you made money on it? Well, I basically put $100 on it. And then I fucked around for days to get the box replaced. So if you think I made any money at that, you got to be kidding yourself. But it's a beautiful, look, it's not the point. The point is it's a beautiful box set piece. I made some bids, get your money back, move on. You know what I mean? I'm just the terrible thing is, Thomas, I look at that fucking, I don't know what's wrong with me, Thomas. I got a sickness, right? I love watches. I do love them. You know what I mean?
Oh, we all do. We all do.
And sometimes I look at them and think, fuck. Just like I looked at that Goyard travel case because I've got the travel. Tan got me the little wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so cool, but fuck, 3,000.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Archie. No, you don't need to spend that money. You need to
got enough
save.
accessories. You know what I mean?
Pay off the HELOC, and you don't need to get the max out the credit card again.
No, it's so easy to do, Thomas, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's hard to bring it down, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It's harder to bring it down than it is to spend. It's so easy to spend.
It is, Thomas. It is. And I'm really happy it's going to a good fan of the channel. It's a great watch. I mean, you know, a Petite Prince. IWC really, I think, they fucking the Ingenua line, man. I don't know. I think they're a bit delusional.
They're expensive, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck were they thinking? I don't get it. Do you?
They are expensive, and the new one that they brought out this year, the carbon one, is it? That's about £20,000, and then the gold one, 50,000 or something.
I mean, I just don't get it. What were they thinking? Can I ask you that?
They're okay watches. They don't do. I mean, last year when they came out with the Entrepreneur, they didn't really pique my interest, to be honest with you. I wasn't overwhelmed with them. I didn't buy the hype of the Entrepreneur that everyone else did.
I mean, they make some great stuff, but it's just
they do. But it's Pilot's chronographs is what is their main thing. Is their thing, I think, IWC, and the Portuguese, and
it's just crazy, CB $5. CB $5. He says, Thomas, your collection shows love and passion. In my opinion, deserves a lot of.
Oh, thank you, CB. It means a lot. Thank you, my brother.
He's a good guy. CB's a great guy, The thing is, Thomas, this hobby is really expensive. And I mean, what you don't realize is it's easy when you got super collectors there who have all this stuff. You think it's nothing. But you know what? For an average person to spend more than £1,000 on a watch is crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And to have your Breguet what's the retail on the Breguet, Thomas?
£23,800.
I mean, that's obscene, don't you think, or not?
It is. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And sometimes you have this stuff, you don't realize how expensive it really is for most people. Most people don't have this stuff, and they are struggling to survive and pay. Well,
absolutely,
we're still struggling to survive, but
yeah, we are pay the bills. Yeah, absolutely.
You know how easy it is to get behind, Thomas, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. You fall behind paying the bills, and you're falling behind even more. It's hard.
What kept you going? How have you stood financially? Because how have you done it?
Baby steps. Taking baby steps, not by jumping in and buying hype, and a lot of credit, a lot of interest-free credit when I buy a watch. I buy a watch that I pay off over 3 years or 2 years, interest-free. So
yeah. How do you manage, how do you budget for these things here? Because you've still got cost of living is crazy in the UK at the moment.
Yeah. As I say, I live a humble life. I don't go out a lot. I don't drink. I don't, just don't have kids. I don't have.
You don't have a life.
No, I don't have a life. I don't have a life. Yeah, exactly. I don't have a life. So I just have my watches. like a lot of people.
Sad, Thomas?
It does sometimes, yeah. But I just plod along and stay happy, stay positive, and
Thomas, I got to tell you, the watch hobby itself, I mean, it's put a lot of people into, it's just so easy. I kind of wish, I am envious of people who are one watch people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, Thomas, I couldn't sell any of the Breguets because I looked at my. Basically, I had 30,000 Aussie. That's 15,000 pounds in credit card debt. I had £1,000 for the tax man. I had no buffer on the car, and I had the HELOC was coming to the end. Okay, and I got termites. I've got to deal with the damage they've caused. I've got to also put in a barrier around the house to stop them coming back in. Now that I hope we've killed them off. And Thomas, I looked at things and I thought, fuck, I really need some money. So I raised £25,000 by selling off the Bluesy, the Explorer, the JLT.
You did the right thing. You did the right thing.
And also the Zenith, right? And it pains me, but at least I've got some buffer. I think, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think the watches, I've kept some good watches, but, you know, Geneva, Thomas, I went to Geneva. I was hoping to get a bit of a throwback through, but the economy's really tight.
Yeah.
It was a great trip. I really, it was a great last hurrah.
It was a great trip, wasn't it? I was really glad that I did it.
And I don't think it'll ever be that great. Like the reason I didn't go to America last year was because JJ wasn't friends with me, so there was factionized, and if I went there, nobody would take me out. It was such a great trip when we were all friends. Yeah. Now that we're not friends, it'd kind of always be, oh, it was disappointing. So I thought, instead of spending the money, don't go. Because it would never be as good as the year before. You understand?
Sure.
And that was the reason why I did that. Because really, I don't think I'll go to the UK again, because that is really expensive as well.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sorry to say this to you.
Absolutely.
Right? It's really expensive. I don't think I'll go to America, because that's America. The Aussie dollar is so weak. Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at going to Japan in October, but I looked at, it's too expensive. The only thing I got friends in China who I can stay for free, right?
Good.
And I like noodles. I like eating cheap. I don't have to eat expensive.
Yeah. Noodles, rice. Yeah.
That's okay for me, because the answer is, Thomas, you got to be a bit careful. You know, I look, don't feel too sorry for me. I got 3 Breguets.
Absolutely.
And about it. You know what I mean? Like, do you reckon I should sell the Pam or keep the Pam?
Everyone needs a sports beta watch. So,
well, I got the Speedy, but that was
you got the Speedy. Sell the Pam. The Pam.
Yeah.
Sell the Pam and keep the Speedy. Yeah.
You always lose money when you sell Pams, but you know.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, you got to cut your losses sometimes and just follow it, haven't you? And you know, we're not in a market at the moment where watches are making money. You know.
But I must admit, this guy who's just bought the Petite Prince, what a fucking great watch.
Yeah,
low watch. So he paid for it $43.50 Aussie, right? Okay, $43.50 AUD to GBP, £2,100. That's nothing.
Wow, that's great.
And to USD, $2,800 US he paid for it, which
great price
for a fucking 4-year-old, hardly worn, 40 mil blue dial on a tan strap. It's technically a field watch.
It probably costs double that brand new.
Yeah. You're right. And I mean, fuck, what a bang per buck. See, that's
Yeah,
great.
absolutely.
You'd never get nothing in Rolex. You can't get a Rolex for that
No,
price.
you can't. You can't.
Even
No,
those boy size ones are more. You know what I
no,
mean?
you can't.
And IWC is a great brand.
Yeah.
Like I just think they're lunacy with the Ingenua. They're asking too much for the new Ingenuas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you buy pre-owned. It's like this, like Breguet. Like me and you can say, "Fuck." That's what you got to realize is with Breguet. Like I was looking at some Breguet ladies' watches. They're not a cheap brand. Do you understand? We're looking at second-hand Bentleys and Rolls-Royce dealership. This is the equivalent of what Breguet is. You know, yes, we can see occasional bargains that me and you swoop on and grab, but the brand is fucking expensive. You understand?
Damn right. Damn right. Yeah.
This is not a cheap brand. You get it, don't you, Thomas?
I do. I mean, Abe said in the comments, "What's my next grail?" And what's my next grail? And Abe said, "I've just got this beauty. This will."
Well, I got to tell you, Thomas. I think sometimes you got to know your place. For me,
you got to know your lane, haven't you? Stay in your lane, and
I mean, I'm very grateful that I got to protect. Someone said, "Oh, that's the old model," or that's the less attractive. You know what? The fact I have a world time, big size world time.
Beautiful.
I'm grateful enough, Thomas. You understand?
Yeah, beautiful.
I mean,
That's
is that
gorgeous.
really terrible watch to own?
That's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
You
And
know,
big size as well. So the large size.
Huge potential there. It's just a beautiful watch, and I think it's gorgeous myself. But Thomas, I just want to say, man, thank you for sharing it with us.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, Archie. You know,
I think you got a beautiful. See, this is the thing: is that with dedication, you can build. The thing is, Thomas, you got a lot of money. How much money do you reckon your collection is worth now?
40,000 pounds. I don't know.
It's a lot of money, Thomas.
It is, yeah.
You know, but the thing is, it's whatever makes you happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas, that's the show for today. Thank you for coming on. One more super chat, IWC. Speaking IWC, what's your guys' opinions on the ceramic Pilot desert sand color? Oh, that's actually, you know, I went down to Sydney a couple weeks ago, and the guy had that. That's the khaki Mojave desert, Mojave sand.
Mojave.
In real life, it's fucking gorgeous.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It's expensive. It's really expensive. I always worry with. I always like steel as a metal because it worries me with the ceramic if you drop it or if you hit it hard, it will crack. Remember that, okay? It's not. It's not perfect. But I think as far as it goes, fuck that color. Yeah. Man, it is
beautiful.
Fucking amazing. And it's not PVD, it's fucking ceramic, you know, it's proper.
Yeah. I like the Lake Tahoe, the white one. The white one.
Mr. Zoso, $5. Come this year. Tan will come. We will have a great time. I will spend the day with you. Let's go. Patrick Bear, let's go. Look, Mr. Zoso. I'd love to go to America, but I'll be honest with you, Mr. Zoso. I just sold 4 watches, including 2 Rolex I really loved, to repay travel that never showed a return. So for me, I probably will go to China, Shenzhen, Macau, because I can get a ticket for $1,000. That's what I will do. But America is just so expensive, like the flights, a Manhattan accommodation. Oh my God, you're talking 500 Aussie a night. It's 300 US a night. I mean, that is ridiculous, ridiculous. But yeah, it was great, but I know my limit. You got to know your limit, Thomas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Like people say, "Oh, get a perpetual arch." Hey, hang on a tick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
big money. They're
yeah.
big. I know. You know what? I am grateful for what I got.
Yeah.
To me,
Me too. Me too.
I remember driving taxis
Happy with
years
what I've got.
ago, and for me to have 3 Breguets and a paddock. Okay, it may be the old model, but I don't care.
I remember when you first started streaming, Archie, on the Google Hangouts, you came home from work, from driving taxis. And
Yeah.
You started the streams late at night, your time. It was early morning
Yeah.
our time. And you started the streams then. And you used to be so tired when you started the stream. You were worn out. You came in with your suit on. You're like, "Oh, I've got to start the stream now. What do you want to talk about? Come on, what does anybody got any topics they want to talk about?" And you're so tired from working.
No, that's it, Thomas. Thomas, that's it. But Thomas, congratulations, man.
Yeah, cheers, Arch.
The Breguet is incredible.
It's beautiful.
Man, that is fucking amazing.
It's an achievement. It's an achievement.
Now, Thomas, if you can't get the latest book, let me know and I'll send you. I got a couple copies of it, okay? Because I can get them easily in Asia, okay?
But the best thing is, it's a watch I'm going to wear rather than the Kermit, which I didn't wear.
And Thomas,
that's what this hobby's about. That's what this hobby's about. It's about wearing your watches.
Thomas, don't let anyone tell you you have to wear a suit.
No.
Or you know what? I love
jeans and t-shirt is what I wear with this watch.
Thomas, that is exactly it. Okay, let me tell you. Actually, before we go, I just want to bring up one photo for you. You do not have to, Thomas. I took these photos here. This is what people think the average Breguet wearer is like, Thomas. Look at this. Look at this. Enamel dial. You gotta look at that suit. Look at this, Thomas. Suit. Just that pissed off patrician look. You've got to have, when you're a Breguet owner, you've got to practice that. No smile, just pissed off look. You just got to, that Breguet there, it's a man's watch. You know what I'm saying? It is just so cool, okay? You got to practice that pissed off look when you wear Breguet. We don't want too many people joining the brand. Okay?
Yeah.
You got to keep that look. Okay, Thomas, it's fantastic having you on, sharing the joy of your
everyone. Like, subscribe, and tell your fucking friends, everyone.
And we'll be back tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Don't forget, you can get a paid review from Archie, $50. And
thank you so much, Thomas. I love you, man. See you later. Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. Guys, today I want to plug some of the services that I offer
to my audience. Guys, do you need career advice? Do you need relationship advice? Do you need any sort of advice, whether it's relating to wristwatches, your life, your career, your romantic relationship? Guys, I am here to help. That's right, guys. For $50 an hour, I provide consultancy. That's right, guys. I will talk to you and discuss your problems. Guys, $50 an hour. That's right. You might want to ask me about how you should advance your career. You might want to ask me about, should you stay in a relationship? How do you get into a relationship? How to advance your agenda. Guys, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. $50. If you are at a stumbling block in your life and you want to know how to fix your life, please, guys, I need help with the termites. Guys, $50 an hour. I will give you advice. Anything, career, relationship, watch collecting, how to deal with your family, how to deal with your Filipino or Thai girlfriend. Guys, I'm here to help. $50. PayPal to Archie Luxury 72@gmail.com. That's right, guys. Please, guys, this is a chance to get real advice. And I'm here to help. Here to help. That's right. Here to help you guys. And I just need you to send a PayPal to get the ball rolling, guys. I'm ready to do it now for you. That's right, guys. Here to help. PayPal to Archie Luxury 72@gmail.com. Get it done today. I will ring you and give you the advice that no one will tell you the truth. Guys, I am 53 in October. I have lived life. I've done all the dumb things. I've done some good things. I've done dumb things. Guys, you want to talk to someone with experience? You get Archie Luxury involved. Do it now, fuckers. That's right. Do it now. And guys, if you're looking around at watches, check out rustyswatches.com. See you in the next. Hi, guys. It's Archie Luxury here. Today, guys, I want to share with you a great website that I use to check out watches. That's right, guys. I don't know about you, but I am somebody who wants